Hello, welcome to Falling Star Tarot. Today's reading is going to tell you a little bit about your money situation and will you be recovering shortly. So go ahead and choose a pile. I laid them out with M, O, N, E, and Y for you. I'll leave the timestamps down below. You just click on that and you'll receive your reading. Feel free to pick a couple. And always, please don't make any serious decisions based on what you see here. Take what resonates and leave the rest. This is a collective reading after all. Alright, see you in the reading. Those of you who chose the M's, we have the Emperor. This is telling me that you may have some sort of authority figure or entity above you which may be abusing their power over you, denying you your needs, your financial stability and well-being. So you feel like you're on pretty shaky ground and like someone else is pulling your strings and you're just not being able to take hold of the reins. You're just not able to be commanding in your world the way you want to. Things are feeling out of control. The Two of Pentacles is a card of partnering with the physical world, wealth, money, all your holdings. There might be a partnership on the rise, but action that is needed, I think, is just taking a chance. Could be a good time to invest, even if it's time and energy, because I see this card as a card of agility, and the snake means to me health and freeing yourself. I believe that you have a lot of stuff up in the air, and it would be a really good time to check on your own performance levels. Make sure that you're doing exactly what you need to be doing. The Six of Wands. This is a card normally of celebration, support, and travel. As an obstacle in this reading, I'm thinking you may have a little bit of splurging in your past that you might want to curb, and mobility, getting your product, your name, getting yourself out there is really feeling constrained right now. When I see a lot of hope, there's communication on the ground in the blue color and all of that heart chakra color. I believe that support is available. You just aren't seeing where it's at right now. So that's a pretty easy obstacle to overcome if you just dig deep. Use a little heart in your finance area and be creative by all means. I don't think that you're going to have a hard time overcoming this. I see ideas coming in and messages on your way. Yes, messages, perhaps in the form of writing, but you are protected. You will be able to overcome these obstacles quite easily. And you can take charge. The King of Wands tells me that you're going to have some help. Now, if this represents a person, this is a real go-getter, motivator, someone who can get others to do things, who have mastered the passions and drive to succeed enough to get others to sort of do their bidding. And this is the boss. He's definitely a natural manager. And I see the butterflies with transformation. This is going to give you the word of mouth that you need. If this is a person, it could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, fire sign. It could be yourself, if you are any of that, or just a really, driven individual. if it's a place, it suggests that it could be out in the wild, maybe the mountains or the plains, somewhere more natural and open and sort of untouched. So if you've been thinking about doing some traveling like that, that might actually help you out. And we have opportunity. I am always ready to take advantage of opportunities presented to me. I think if you go at this with a little more of a childlike wonder and really use everything to your advantage, then you're going to be able to grow your wealth, your money. Your cash flow is going to increase. I see with the flowers a lot of growth, and with that blanket, it's like you can soar high and be protected, that there is something there to catch you. So we want that stability and that security to be a part of this. This Emperor also could be in Aries, the source of your money trouble. We're being told to clean up your mess. Number 37 might be of significance, but I think the main point here is to get rid of anything that is not feeding your finances, anything that is hindering or blocking you. Perhaps you have a literal mess here in the world, or maybe you just need to go through your budget. Go through and even just check your accounts, and you may have charges that some people will get reoccurring charges they don't even keep track of. Or maybe you could sell some of the physical items that you own. And this could also just be simply making things a little more presentable. That makes them worth all the much more right there. It could be very literal. We have number 33, see the light. I'm thinking, as it's sort of another 2 figures, I think that actually confirms that you may have a partner coming in to help you. And like these creatures, like I was saying, you will be soaring up above and protected. You'll have that stability underneath. All that blue, it is about communication. You need to communicate. Respect yourself. Make an internal commitment to respect yourself and feel worthy of all the universe has to offer. If you disrespect anyone or anything, you disrespect the creative force and tarnish your connection to the power of intention. So I think this is saying, because I see the trumpet there, to speak with respect. And that is going to aid in this communication and getting the word out there about yourself. You might be blocking yourself with some of your dealings. And we're being told, think from the end. Highly realized people learn to think from the end. That is, they experience what they wish to intend before it shows up in material form. You can do the same by synchronizing with the power of intention. So if you picture what it is you actually want to accomplish, you might be able to realize how to put it together, all the steps to get there. And we have buildings here. Buildings can represent your sense of self and maybe even getting up above that ceiling. But I take it to mean that since we're talking about travel, going out into the wild, maybe you need, if you are one place, you need to go to another. Maybe you are only connecting with people on one side of things, and you need to experience the other side of it. I see the sun there, and I take that as a good sign. I think that you can bounce back from this if you clean it up and you partner with what you're trying to accomplish. You have to make this like it's almost like a marriage. You have to give the kind of care that you would give to someone, you know, that you love. Yes, so I think if you do that and you put the diligence in that, you see not only did this person clean up their mess, but they went to all of this extra effort to make it look really nice and create all these little animals and shapes. I think it's saying kind of spiff everything up, unite with others, make connections, watch how you communicate and be respectful in that, and envision it from finish to where you're at right now. If you start at the finish and work your way backwards, you might figure out what your next step is best. And then I think maybe this is going to be big then. This could be something, it has the potential for real growth. Okay, that's what I see for your money reading for today. If you like this video, resonated with you, be sure to give it a thumbs up, comment down below, let me know how I did. Don't forget to subscribe to catch me again. As always, have fun. Okay, those of you who chose the O, the trouble you're having with money might be the uphill battle that seems to be everyone's problem right now. You have all of this fruitfulness and abundance before you, but getting there is like reaching for a star. It seems so far away. And it's sort of a treacherous path. You're going to learn a lot of lessons from hardship. And you might be really having a hard time right now, but with all of these stars, I see hope. And I see a determined individual that is just bent to discover new ways. I don't think you're going to let this stop you. You can and you will. All you really need to do is just charge forward. The Four of Wands is this is a card about building a good, strong foundation and a happy home. And I see this telling you is what you want to do right away is building a good, strong home base. Now would be a great time to make sure that everything that you've built up upon is still in perfect condition. I see celebrating and protection. Maybe you need to work out some things at home, your happiness, and maybe that's going to give you this stance to be able to charge out into the world and make things happen for you. Major obstacle being judgment makes me think that you might be having some legal issues. The Judgment is a kind of ending for a better chance. So if this is a place, it could be a courtroom. If there's something that needs to end, then I see that you need to make that happen. If this is something that you are holding against others, that's something you're going to want to let go. You know, find a new lust for life and go after what you've always wanted. This is an absolute end and a brand new beginning. Something better is on its way to you. That's not too bad of an obstacle. You just might be having a little bit of trouble figuring out where it is, how to start over. Maybe you had a venture that just didn't go quite right, and you're just afraid to cut that loose. I'm not sure quite what this is, but it is time to rise above it. Don't let it drag you down. You don't need this anymore. Speaking of cutting away dead wood, we have death. This is the helpful energy that you're experiencing right now, and that's probably the most beautiful death card I've ever seen. So this is a card of transformation, reforming, reimagining yourself. So cut out whatever is not serving you and move on. You are getting a strong indication that something needs to end and something new needs to begin. This could be a habit that you have formed. It could be a mindset. It could be just a level of unhappiness or lack of motivation. This could be, if death represents a person, this could be a Scorpio. They will be very intense and kind of an individualist. But in any event, this is where ends are made. This also, too, could be a courtroom, I feel, or something a little darker. You might know what this is. And we have worthiness. I feel worthy and have very special talents that will help me to achieve my dreams. I feel like the transformation that you need to make is just believing in your own unique individualism and what you have to offer the world. We have another transformative butterfly here. So I see that you need to let your colors out and show everyone what you have to offer. You see all this red and purple? It's kind of your higher self connecting with those basic needs that we all have. And putting a little heart into it too. I feel like if you show yourself to people, and that's going to be half the battle right there. Okay. We want to take no offense. Being that you're out charging against the world, make sure that you're being fair to others and realizing that they have their own kind of mission that they're on too. Things happen in life, and it's not always cause for upset. Sometimes things just happen. We get a little mud on us, you know. Number 53 or 5 or 3 might mean something too. There's also a 3 and 13. Be patient, we're being told. Wait your turn. Seeing that this is coming out right underneath the 4 of Wands, I think that I might have been right about the home front and the home base needing to be strengthened. Be patient with those around you, even if this is talking about your coworkers and not your family and home life. Keep in mind that other people are working at their own pace and they're doing their best. There's no reason to get upset when you will have your chance to. And this says, be infinitely patient. I think this one is kind of beating to death the message it's giving you, but being infinitely patient means having an absolute knowing that you're in vibrational harmony with the all-creating force that intended you here. You know that everything will happen at just the right time, at just the right place, with just the right people. So continue on without judgment and with patience. I wonder if 2 means anything or Wednesday. That would be kind of neat to know. Be humble. And we have humble pie. Don't allow the approval and attention of others to destroy you. Remain humble and grateful for all your accomplishments, and know that a force greater than your ego is always at work in your life. So that coming out, the card of transformation, means to me that you might be kind of charging around and chasing dreams and have lofty ideals, and that's terrific. But you also have to realize that most people who realize those dreams are very humble. They don't get there by showboating or, stepping on others. And I got, basically, these look like family cards. Both of them came out. I'm thinking maybe you've got some people around you that you really need to take your time with. They aren't snapping to it. Do you know what I mean? With all of this patience going on here, and then our people that we care for in our lives, sometimes literally, popping out like that, that could be the obstacle. Maybe you've even got a coworker that just, maybe they don't perform up to your standards. If you apply patience to that situation, you may find, you may find that they are performing and outperforming others. Sometimes those individuals can do things no one else can. If they're older, for instance, they can offer the kind of advice that no one else can, the wisdom. And if they're younger, they've got that new perspective that no one else has. Everyone has something to offer, and that kind of goes back to worthiness. But this is really speaking about your own attitude about yourself. I think this is not going to be difficult for you at all. I believe, as I see so much potential for growth here, and there's just so much greenery. I think you're going to be able to turn this around. And maybe your own opinions about being able to provide have been making you kind of on edge with everything else that's going on. But you're going to transform that feeling. You're going to put to rest all of the things that have been damaging that home front, that structure that you really need in your life. You can't go crusading around without a home base, right? So yes, do take care of those people. And you would be surprised what they have to offer. You know, I get some of my best ideas from my elders and the younger people in my family. They have always offered me, when I get a chance to take up any of their time, they offer me the best ideas. Okay, this is what I see for you in this reading. I think you have a terrific chance to turn this around. Remember, be patient. Be patient. Cut away the dead wood. Thank you very much. If you enjoyed this reading, please give it a thumbs up. You know, hit subscribe to catch me again. Don't forget that I've got plenty of ways you can support my channel. I thank you in advance. Until next time, have fun. Okay, those of you who chose the N pile, your financial troubles might have come from a very literal calamitous event. Something changed really quickly. An upheaval came in. I got the word fire sale in my mind, like something might have just flopped huge, and there wasn't a lot of coming back from it. You just felt like you got tossed right out of your venture, of the little tower that you were building up. We've got the Two of Wands. This signifies planning ahead, doing research, laying the groundwork. Right now, I think you need to hop on that, get out there, and try to figure out what your options are. Compare things, make smart decisions. You've got a couple things to look over before you can move on, but you really need to start planning right now. Get some ideas. Figure out what is your drive. What are you headed towards the most? And I think you're going to flourish through that. It's going to be quite easy. The biggest obstacle you seem to have is your perspective. If you can't see the flip side of this tower event, then it might end up holding you back in the long run. Even though you may have this loss, there is likely at least a lesson to be gained. So try to take a little time to be introspective. Try to figure out what you learned. Is there another way that you can look at this situation? You might want to look at all sides while you're planning ahead too. It could be significant. The Two of Swords is very helpful, peaceful energy. And with the Feather, I see protection and a message. You may have something coming into you. If this is a person, they might be kind of the peacemaker. If you have anyone you think of as sort of a ninja, they can just kind of MacGyver their way out of any situation. That may be the person who comes in to help you. But overall, this could very well be a choice. We've got 2 2s. So that could be quite significant right there. Maybe that you need to partner. Maybe you need to find someone with the same mentality or the same passion and drive. If this is a place, you may want to, I see with all this blue, and I see maybe you might want to go to the seashore. Find yourself a beach, a lake, something like that. That could offer you some clarity. All those stars, I definitely see hope and attention. I do believe that this is going to be a situation that has a good potential of resolving if you make the right decisions. We have non-attachment. I am certain that I will reach my goal while letting go of how it will happen. And I see a butterfly, which is just flying free and enjoying all the blossoms and growth that has allowed it in its life. So it's just a tower moment has taken from you. You need to realize that you were never really attached to those things, those belongings. Whatever it is that you've lost was only just a part of a possessions. It's not you. And you were what was really important about the situation. I believe what this non-attachment is really trying to get across is not to allow your earthly holdings to become your identity to yourself. We need to have a deeper understanding of self before we can proceed to make any clear decisions. So detach yourself from your losses and see the road a little bit clearer. I really think you've got some help coming in. Let's further clarify. Okay, so I'm being told to detox. Well, that green, I think of your heart. But maybe letting go is going to be the best thing that can happen to you. Clean out anything that is making your body unwell and unhappy and unhealthy. Yeah, if you had a lot of negativity or anything kind of poisonous in your life, now is an excellent time to just rid yourself of that. You're being given the go-ahead to toss out all that does not serve you and all that is a detriment to your betterment. Say yes, I believe, is telling us that you might have a couple creative projects coming up. And in your mind, you're going to have the best idea. This could be because of the couple on there, be a love connection. It could also be a partnership. It could be an offer from a company or an individual who wants to hire you. But this is going to be something you absolutely love. It really could be a relationship. If you think that a relationship is going to help your finances, it very well could. Being supported in your world does. So say yes. This is your clue. See the beauty in everything. I think that is totally mirroring that hanged man energy. You need to take the flip side of some of these bad things in the past and see the beauty in what has come out of it. As you awaken to your divine nature, you'll begin to appreciate beauty in everything you see, touch, and experience. I love that purple, and that really echoes what the hangman is trying to tell us. I believe that you're going to see a perspective shift really soon, and it's going to just mean the world to you. Perform anonymous acts of kindness. Anonymously perform acts of kindness. expecting nothing in return, not even a thank you. The universe, all creating spirit, responds to acts of kindness with the response, how may I be kind to you? So maybe that is going to be the biggest help for you, is to be helpful. And that's what those twos are showing up, telling us to be cooperative with our environment. And we have this car speeding out of control. I feel like you're only going to continue the tower moment. You're only going to continue to lose if you don't flip your feelings shortly. If you know what I'm saying. We really need to see you having a better outlook on your life. Or you might really feel out of control. It's not to say that you're going to meet another calamity. I just think that you're going to be continuing the same energy. When an opportunity, a fork in the creative road presents itself, I want you to say yes to it. I think this is a good indicator that saying yes and being thankful and enjoying that opportunity, being kind, without expectation of reward, I think that these are going to mean the world to your finances and your cash flow. I'm always saying that getting your heart in the right place can get your wallet in the right place, but it's true. It's really true that if you feel that resistance, you're going to continue to struggle against it. But if you welcome the change and know that you are absolutely stable within, no matter what your environment is offering you, then you're going to be just fine. This is just going to look like a fun trip instead of, a treacherous road. Okay, so I feel you've got something really good coming to you creatively, and I'm glad you're going to welcome the opportunity and enjoy it. Okay, this is all I see for your reading. If you like this reading, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to catch me again. Let me know how I'm doing down below. Anything you'd like to see in further readings, anything that resonated with you. Check out the links below to support my channel. And as always, have fun. Alright, those of you who chose the E scramble tile, you may be feeling a lot of money pressure because you are into something new. You have only just begun, and your carelessness has gotten you feeling reckless and just on unsure footing. You might have one foot out in the air, so to speak. But this is an adventurous time for you, and if you look at this opportunity as if you're just starting on a fun little journey, this might work out for you. You have to start somewhere after all. Right away, it seems like you're going to want to do some checks and balances. Make sure that you're fair in your dealings. It's a little difficult to know if you're doing the right thing when it's something that you're new at doing. Maybe this is an indication to make sure that you are, taking care of all of your responsibilities. Check the laws on if it's a new business venture or something that you're offering online. Make sure that you're following the rules of every platform that you're on. Check local laws and see if you might need any licensing, anything like that. This is something that you are responsible for, and it's a time to be decisive and fair and offer your best you. The Knight of Pentacles tells me that you feel like you're just going uphill the whole way and not really seeing a whole lot of reward for all of your efforts. You're charging for it, but it's like you're reaching out to the stars from a valley. and you don't know if you're ever going to get there. Well, I can tell you, you might learn quite a few things the hard way, but you are being told once again to make sure you are being responsible. Learn your lessons, bless the lesson, be happy that you have new knowledge and the ability to use it. If this is a person who's kind of getting in your way, so to speak, could be an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. But I think it's just about that effort. Sometimes the trek uphill is worth it all itself. You may not have tons of rewards along the way, but you do get up that mountain. Okay, let's see. The moon tells me that you are going to have a road that is a little dimly lit ahead of you. You may find help along the way, though, on the path that you are on. I kind of feel like you need to hit the streets, you know? Get out there and pound the pavement, so to speak. You could have a Pisces that comes in to help you also, or some hidden knowledge with the moon. If this is a person, it's a really expansive, deep person. I believe the overall message here, though, is just to trust your intuition. You are on the right path. You may not know everything about what you're doing right now, but you are being told to keep going. This is the best time to not stop and just wander around, okay? And we have intuition once again. My intuition guides me to people, places, and jobs that I enjoy. So although you are new at this, you have an inner guidance system that is superior, and I feel like you are going to draw things to you that are going to aid you in your success. And yes, you're going to be able to turn this money struggle around shortly. Okay, with decorate, I see you doing something kind of flamboyant, being spontaneous and taking risks. Maybe this is just saying dress it up. If it's a business, make it as pretty as you can. If it's your home or wherever you offer services, the same. Make it fancy. It could be yourself. You might want to present yourself as best you can. That's cute. I just learned a method of taking photos, actually, where you drape yourself in lights and it kind of tricks the camera a little. So that's kind of cute. I can see that in that card. I don't know. But you could do this for someone else too. Like this little creature here, you could be helping someone else decorate. Maybe that has something to do with your business. We're being told to take bite-sized steps. So, baby steps. It would be great to leap up that mountain, but it's probably a little bit better to get there safely. That's quite a stretch, and well, we want to see you get there as well and happy as you can. So take it just one step at a time. Don't worry about where everyone else is headed. You have instincts that are telling you where to go. Monitor your inner dialogue. Recognize that what you think about expands. Monitor your inner dialogue and watch your thoughts to what you want and what you intend to create. With the law of attraction, that is true, that whatever you're telling yourself becomes yourself. I think, therefore I am. So if you're telling yourself, I can't do this is too hard, which kind of goes with our Prince of Pentacles and his uphill battle, you're probably not going to get there. You're just going to slide down that hill. But if you go, I've got this, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can, you might really get there. So reach for those stars. Know that there's light at the end of the tunnel. There is always hope. Be aware of your immortal self. Let go of the idea that you're a body that's destined to die, and instead seek an awareness of your immortal self. Affirm, I am eternal, and that means I showed up here from the infinitude of spiritual intention to fulfill a destiny that I must act on. I love that there's the balloon there, because then I can see that you're just rising like you're intended to. And maybe this is indication that somewhere along your uphill path here, it will get easier. You will find a way to fuel and sort of do this in your sleep almost. Not that I'm saying you should operate a balloon in your sleep by any means. And we're getting a card, Animals, which is talking about animal instincts. I am thinking you are once again being told to trust your instincts, trust your intuition, trust those inner guidance systems. You know the way, and you will find things along the way, bite-sized steps way, to make your path all that easier. I wonder if you are working with animals. That would be interesting. And they all seem quite calm. I think this is going to be a lovely venture. Yes, I do see you turning this around. You will be on the money rebound soon. And that's all I see for your reading. If you like this reading, please give it a thumbs up. So hit the subscribe button to catch me again. Comment down below and let me know if any of this resonated. As always, have fun. Hey, those of you that chose the Y tile, the King of Pentacles is telling me that you might be feeling a little overprotective financially, but simultaneously displaying your wealth as if you have to have the finest finery on and the newest thing, maybe the newest trends or fashions or the highest quality sports gear, or this could be about jewelry or even your home. But you are decorating yourself and then guarding your money, which is sort of fighting itself. You may have also found yourself a little bit jaded against the world, but there's no worries. You mastered finances. It's telling me that you are going to have to display some foresight and weigh your options. Pay attention to new horizons. There are plenty of things out there that you can do and be passionate about. Don't limit yourself. There may be a few different roads you could travel down. This is also a number of building blocks. You could be building relationships and connections, or literally starting on a project. This is saying go ahead and start that right now. Our obstacles is that spark of new love. Maybe you have a new relationship that has been distracting you from your pursuits, maybe costing a little time and money. That could be, but this could also be an offering from the heart that you're not really sure that you want to accept. I feel that you are going to want to accept it, and then it's okay to need help. You might want to kind of get into a younger feeling to let your heart feel some wonder for the world. There's no reason to hold on to the past or feel jaded. Sometimes I see this as just take heart, and that will make all the difference. If your heart's not in your venture and you've lost love for it, people are going to feel that. They're going to feel that it just isn't there for you anymore, and they're going to reciprocate that feeling with disinterest. So please go ahead and look at it, look at it as if this is something you're nurturing, just like a relationship. This could be a new relationship, though. It could be. If you have a new relationship and it's causing you trouble, you can balance work and pleasure. You don't have to alienate yourself to be successful. On the contrary, love and wealth are often tied together. Those who have the most stable foundations usually build the best relationships with their finances too. The Empress is going to come in to help you. Now, this could be an individual who's just a natural nurturer. She might represent Mother Earth. She'll make you feel comfortable right off the bat. She's ruled by Venus, so she's attractive, but she's just about love. If it's a place, it could be the home, or somewhere fashionable, a boutique or spa, somewhere where you might pamper yourself. And the deeper meaning here, though, is unconditional love, accepting, receiving, and sharing unconditional love with others. But I think the big help is just going to be your own comfort. If you find your own comfort in this situation, and then it's really going to fall right into place no matter what. I wonder if your new relationship might be with an Empress. Let's see what else we can find out. We're being told to relax. I choose to relax and not to fill my mind with worry, as that creates stress. If you have a way that you like to relax, like maybe reading or listening to music, I see the birds and I think of music. This might be indicative that this is a good time to do so. Told to turn back. So maybe this flamboyance and displaying of wealth is not really working for you, and it's time to turn that around. Know that you have enough and you don't need to be spending and showing off anymore. This could also mean that you're on a path and you know that it's just gotten really tough. It might really be time to turn back. You're still going in a direction, believe it or not. Create. I believe you're being told that you can carve new pathways out ahead of you. Especially coming out by the Three of Wands, telling you to plan ahead and have foresight and weigh your options. Maybe if there isn't an option out there for you and you think the world needs it, then you should be creating that option for others. But get creative, use that fire and that drive, partner with the universe, and build yourself what you know you need to move forward. Practice unbending intent. When you practice unbending intent, you match up with the intent of the all-creative universal mind. So keep a solid picture of the task you want to accomplish in your mind and refuse to let that intention disappear. I think that might be take heart and then just don't give up on it. Go straight toward it. Say, I want to feel good when you're tempted to indulge in low energy thoughts. I think the picture of cod liver oil is telling us that you could take a placebo and feel good. So give yourself permission to feel good about this. Take a new heart and a new approach. Create the way there, if you don't believe it exists already, and practice unbending intent toward your goal. And I think this money trouble is going to turn around shortly. And we got social media. So maybe that's going to be a way for you to grow, to change, to advance your money, your potential, your business, any of your ventures. The way I see this, though, it's like the guy is in his head with all of this stuff. Maybe what you want isn't out there. It's like he's got this thought cloud around him, and it's just troubling him. So maybe you could create a platform or a page or something, an app, or even just a group that is interested in what you're doing. And that might be really key to you turning this around. I just see this guy thinking and thinking and thinking his way around, and he hasn't created the way himself. He thinks that all he has is what is traditionally offered to him. This could be too that you're spending money on social media and that's not working for you. Without research and knowing how to do that, it might actually backfire. So you have to know where you stand before you start something like that. I think that really does go with don't fill your mind with worry about it. Maybe your presence is going to matter off social media more. That could be another angle for this. But keep going. You're being told unbending intent and feeling good about this is going to get you there. This is terrific. Everyone has had terrific readings. Okay, this is all I see for your reading. If you like this reading, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below, let me know what resonated. Don't forget to subscribe to catch me again. There are plenty of ways to support my channel. I thank you in advance for doing so. Your engagement means the world for me. Thank you everyone who's been supporting me. Remember,